Welcome to Nerdsports Podcast. I'm Nick, joined here with
Johnny.
This is episode 4. Today we're going to be discussing NFL playoff brackets.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Since they are set in stone now. So we want to jump into the AFC or NFC first, sir?
AFC.
Let's start with the AFC then.
Bills, Texans.
Bills, Texans. What
Josh
do you think?
Allen's balling right now. Deshaun Watson's a beast.
Inconsistency on both sides, though. Both teams have not been show out of nowhere. Texans 1 week they can beat the crap out of the Patriots out of nowhere, but then lose the next week to for a team that they shouldn't even compete with.
But I'll ride or die for Bills Mafia, bro. Bills Mafia is lit.
I think this is gonna be a very good game this weekend. Probably one of the better games on both sides. I believe this is gonna be a pretty close game.
Yeah, two young athletic quarterbacks, both have something to prove.
It's gonna come down to defense. Who's gonna hold up the longest against these guys?
I'm putting on the fan base. Bills Mafia is gonna will this to happen.
So Johnny's vote is Bills.
Bills all day. I ride up to you, Bills Mafia. Let's get it.
I think I'm gonna stick with the Bills too, just because Texans are up and down in this whole season. I have faith in the Bills want it more.
Bills Mafia. Let's go. I want some broken tables. Let's get it.
We're moving on to that second wildcard game in the AFC. The Titans and Patriots.
Titans, Patriots. I'm looking for an upset here, bro.
I want the upset.
I want the upset.
I want this to be Brady's last game.
It's not going to be. That dude, he's still a GOAT.
Brady's last game with the Patriots, at least.
I'd re-sign him.
We'll see what Belichick thinks.
Belichick's old, too. But you got to understand the Titans have figured out some of the troubles. Yeah, they figured out some of the troubles. Quarterback, Derrick Henry's a monster.
I don't know if... We'll see if they can stop. I don't know if they can stop that run game.
They probably can, but
I don't,
just feed Zeke. They always say feed Zeke. Feed
Henry.
Feed Henry. That man grown. He's a grown man.
And we've seen the Patriots have their struggles all year with passing and running the ball with Sony Michel.
They got no one.
They've been struggling this year.
They got Tom Brady, and that's it.
They've been struggling. Even so, Tom Brady's had in the past, this last half of the season, he has looked terrible. Terrible as a quarterback.
He's the best player on their team, and that's not saying
That's
much.
not saying a lot right now. It used to mean a lot maybe 2 years ago.
He's older. He doesn't have people around him. For the amount of money he's not taking, the fact that he doesn't have
people around him
is ridiculous.
And, well, you saw that sign of desperation.
Meanwhile, the Browns got everyone.
And don't have any didn't go anywhere here.
Yeah, poor Browns.
Well, you saw the desperation with the signing of Mohamed Sanu for a second-round pick. Jesus.
They need to figure it out. They're too good a franchise to be playing around like this.
The Gronk is gone.
The Gronk is wild. He out here breaking stuff on New Year's. Steve Harvey was not having it.
I think they really are gonna miss. They're missing Gronk more than anyone knew. I think they would.
Tom's missing his blankie.
Yeah, true. Then out of those, we're gonna go on to the NFC. Seahawks, Eagles. Oh wait, hold up. We didn't go back. Who do you want to? Oh, obviously we both want the
upset. We both want the upset. It's Titans win.
What about Seahawks, Eagles, sir?
Man,
4th and 5th seed.
I can't stand either of them.
Seahawks at the Eagles, though.
Can we put the Rams in there? The Rams.
They lost that chance, man.
Oh.
They lost that chance.
I'm going to ride with Russell Wilson.
I agree. Even though, both...
That way Carson Wentz doesn't look better than Jared Goff.
I think both teams here look very beat up. Very beat up.
Yeah.
They've looked real. Both of them have looked. You know what? The Seahawks have looked a lot better this season. Obviously,
Seahawks got played on that call.
And they've been banged up. They had to bring back beast mode.
Alberto Riveron, bro. He's that NFL refs are awful. Yeah, beast mode's back. Russell Wilson's there. I think they figured out get it going. Hollister's a beast at tight end. Should have got him on that to play.
Definitely.
But I think they could put it together. If they come and show up, Russell Wilson plays hard.
I think they can beat the Eagles.
They can easily beat them.
Just because the Eagles are more banged up than even the Seahawks are. They have no receivers right now. You know, Carson Wentz is like squeaking into the playoffs. You know,
Carson Wentz is a beast, but
he is. But
he has no one around him.
The supporting cast is very low right now, and it keeps getting lower as the season progresses.
They're not a running back, right?
Jay Ajayi that they had to re-sign off a torn ACL. Now he's not.
Didn't he get cut?
Yeah. No, that showed earlier that they had to re-sign somebody that they cut because of injury.
Facts. But in the other matches, I'm thinking Seahawks, bro. I'm really thinking Seahawks.
Yeah, I'll go with the Seahawks. I want the Seahawks to win.
Someone's got to beat the Niners.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best. That's what I'm looking at here. So Green Bay doesn't have to play them if we make it that far.
Facts. And then what's the last one?
Vikings Saints. This one is obviously the biggest. Everyone thinks here Saints are going to win no matter what. They have a 7.5 lead on the betting
odds.
Yep, it's pretty heavy. That's the biggest out of any wild card game right now.
It's Drew Brees balling out, bro.
He is.
Plus, they got that secret weapon, Taysom Hill.
But Michael Thomas is just ridiculous. Like
Alvin Kamara.
When he goes off, he goes off. But he still looks good this season. But he's been shut down in a couple games.
He's missing Ingram.
But even that. Oh yeah, I think they're all missing Ingram. Ravens are benefiting from that.
Yes, they are.
But I think Saints are going to take it. I think
Saints are going to be in the Super Bowl.
I don't think. Here we go.
Facts. It ain't going to be Green Bay, Nick.
I don't think Vikings can handle the Saints. Kirk Cousins is going to fold.
You just hate anyone that's in the North.
Hey man, NFC North.
Y'all barely beat them.
Still beat them. No, we beat them twice. Beat them by 2 touchdowns then.
Barely beat them.
13-3. Everyone's hating on the Packers.
Y'all the worst by team that got a bye.
Dang.
Y'all should have let.
Disrespectful.
Y'all should let the Saints rest up to take on the Niners.
Nah. So looking at number 1 seed NFC is the Niners. They're obviously going to take the lowest seed. So if our picks are correct here, let's say the Seahawks do win, Saints do win. That leaves Seahawks going against the Niners at the Niners' house. This will be the 3rd game of the season against those teams.
It's tough to play someone twice, to play someone 3 times.
And what? Seahawks got the first game. Niners got the second game. Barely. They were coming back at the end. A 3rd game would be very interesting because I think the Seahawks might be able to pull off a 3rd time.
It depends on that Niner defense.
Yeah.
If that Niner defense with Nick Bosa and them shows up, that D-line's ridiculous.
That playoffs, but you know what? None of them ever played a playoff game yet.
That does become a factor.
Russell Wilson, he's been here.
Yeah, he's
been here. He's been here with worse teams.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he's a pretty bad team he has right now.
Yeah, pretty bad, but he also carried them last year on his shoulders. So if he can try to do that again.
They got Marshawn back. Just give the ball to Marshawn. Let him run around.
Feed the monster. Don't get a delay of game on the 1-yard line.
Bruh,
you win that game.
Dude, they cannot get away from that 1-yard line.
Exactly.
They throw the pass.
They were finally going to give the ball to Marshawn. But you know what? We digress. So we would like to see Niners Seahawks.
That's what Pete Carroll gets for all that stuff at USC, bro. It's karma.
It's all that karma coming back.
Bad juju.
And if we're looking at this right, Saints will be playing the Packers at Lambeau. I think that should be a pretty interesting game.
Man, they didn't move that to a dome.
Nope.
Keep Breeze out the cold. That ain't fair.
Breeze is a dome player, but you know what?
That's gonna be an awful game. It's gonna be like a 9-6 game.
I'm okay with that.
Of course you are. You're a Green Bay fan. You're a Green Bay fan. Of course you're okay with it.
This year the Packers 7-1 at home. You know, because of the cold. I hope it's a blizzard.
Man, they need to close that stadium.
Weather is looking out right now that it's gonna be a night game. So it's looking about.
All playoff games should be the new Ram Stadium.
It's looking like about in the teens in Lambeau. Hopefully a blizzard comes in. We'll see. Moving back to the AFC.
You said a blizzard. This man, I don't want to be able to see the game. I just want to hear the score.
I don't want to see it. I just want to hear Lambeau fans screaming that we won.
I'll be like, how?
Moving back to the AFC side.
Here we have the Saints versus the Snowmen. Jack Frost incoming. God, I hate Lambeau.
You just see glimpses of.
I do want to visit Lambeau though.
Yes,
like historic reasons, just not in the winter.
Never. I wouldn't even go in the winter, and I'm a fan. I'll stick to like September.
When they build igloos around their seats, I'm not having that. Sorry, Jabriz. If you have to go out there,
gotta sprinkle salt in the seat so your butt doesn't stick to it, man.
Facts.
Back to the AFC side. You see the number 1 ranked Ravens.
AFC doesn't matter, bro. The Ravens are going to blow through everybody. Lamar Jackson's on a rampage. Don't even have to talk about it. Ravens all day. Well, say I'm wrong. Go ahead.
No. If our picks pan out the way we picked them, it'll be Ravens Titans, and that's going to be a massacre.
Lamar Jackson can be stopped.
For as much credit as we're giving the Titans, hoping that they beat the Patriots, I don't think that they can stop that. Almost 4,000 all rushing yards for the whole season on the Ravens right now.
This is Lamar Jackson and the Ravens games to lose.
Yeah, definitely. And then that second seed, you got the Chiefs that snuck in because Patriots lost against the Dolphins. Happy to see that. But
it's Fitzmagic, bro. He's beat him in every divisional team.
And that's awesome.
That's ridiculous. How are you just like, I'm going to beat y'all?
If we're looking at that right, then that highest seed is going to be, obviously if the Patriots do lose, we'd like to see a rematch. But if we don't get that, then we're going to get, Bills Mafia going out to the Chiefs. That's going to be interesting.
It's the reigning MVP. I mean, what more can you say about Patrick Mahomes?
He's been carrying that team. The defense has looked better, but it's not all there. The run game's non-existent.
Yeah, I mean, they got rid of all those guys.
So
Patrick Mahomes, one of the greater young quarterbacks, definitely changing the face of the game. Him and Lamar. And, dude, him with the ball in his hands is crazy. So you never know with that.
You don't know. When he rolls out, he looks...
You never know what he can do.
He looks amazing. So I think that's going to be an interesting matchup.
But the Bills Mafia ride or die.
I think this week is going to be good. It's going to be good.
I want Bills versus Ravens in the AFC Championship. Is that even possible?
Yeah, if the Titans win. Titans win, Bills win. Bills will go to the Chiefs, Titans to the Ravens.
Let's go Titans, let's go Bills. I want that AFC Championship. Bills Mafia for an AFC Championship, let's get it.
But the Bills would have to beat the Chiefs, which that's going to be tough.
Bills Mafia can will it. I'm calling it. I'm Babe Ruth, pointing to the call my shot. Bills are going to make it to the AFC Championship.
Okay. Bills making it. You heard it here first. Nerdsports.
I'm out here.
I think Ravens. Obviously, we're talking Ravens taking the
AFC.
AFC.
Yeah, Ravens going to take the AFC. Saints are going to take the NFC. Green Bay loses at Lambeau.
I don't think so.
Yes.
We'll see.
Probably not, but I'm just going to keep putting that out there.
I think NFC is kind of up in the air for anybody, honestly.
It's been up in the air.
You have 3 13-3 teams on that side, but you also have the Seahawks, who are just as good as a.
I don't know if they're the better division. They're definitely the more competitive division.
Definitely, this going to come down like to the very end. You don't know. See, on the AFC side, we could probably call this. It's probably gonna be Ravens, or it can be Chiefs too, but most likely it's gonna be the Ravens.
Let's go, Ketchup Man. Reigning MVP.
So that's our thoughts. If you guys have any conflicting thoughts or just want to talk about it, please throw that in the comments for us. We'll debate with you all day.
Yeah, real quick though, how about Jerry Jones?
Oh, let's
finally pulling the trigger.
Oh, Jason Garrett.
That sucks. NFC's gonna get tougher. Hopefully they hire someone garbage.
Hopefully someone young, because
hire Freddie Kitchens. Do us all a favor.
No, don't do that.
Spoilers. Freddie Kitchens got fired too. A lot of NFL changes going around right now. We got, like I said, Jerry Jones.
Rivera jumping on the Redskins.
Ron Rivera is head coach of the Redskins.
After getting fired from the Panthers, he already got a job.
Taking his talents to DC.
We haven't officially heard an announcement on Jason Garrett, but the team has talked about they will not be seeing him. They're trying to be. I'm assuming they're trying to be respectful for the guy because Jerry Jones. Obviously, you can see he has a soft spot for him.
You're fired. They will not be re-signing him, and they will told him they will be parting ways. I think his contract up in a couple days.
Yeah, it's about 11 days from now, I believe.
So they probably had to put out a statement and be like, "Yo, start looking because we done."
But I think, Jerry Jones might want to keep him in the organization. That's why they haven't had an official announcement. Maybe they want to keep him
They
inside.
announced it today.
Or
yesterday.
Yeah, they talked.
They announced that he will no longer be part of the
he won't be part
of the organization.
Okay, we'll see. What if Jerry Jones wakes up today and be like, you know what, I'm gonna sign him?
It's Jerry Jones. Dude's gonna just do whatever he wants anyways.
It's true. That's what we've seen all season.
But the fan base is gonna throw a riot if he didn't do something.
Yeah, they needed him to do something. That is one of the most talented rosters in the NFL, and they went 8-8. 8-8. Probably the most overpaid O-line. If this year was any indication, that was insane. And then you have Zeke, who is the most highly paid running back, and then you have Dak Prescott, who didn't even get a contract.
Man, Dak's overrated. That's all I gotta say.
I won't disagree.
Yeah, Jason Garrett's out. Freddie Kitchens out. Hopefully the Browns turn around, man. They're talented too.
Too much talent. They have too much talent, and it didn't work this year. Probably because you put Freddie Kitchens, who was not ready to get a head coaching job. He needed, nowhere near the word ready. So.
Yeah, man. You run a high school offense with those guys and win. He couldn't even do that.
Yeah. He made Baker Mayfield look pretty bad this year.
I mean, Baker Mayfield did it to himself too.
But. He regressed a little, but you know what?
You can't talk all that mess and then expect not to put out numbers.
Yeah. I think they need to put a better offensive plan together. Freddie Kitchens didn't have.
Here's an offensive plan. Just throw the slant off goddamn game. You have Odell and Jarvis Landry. Just let them go make plays.
Yeah, well then you have Chubb in the backfield.
You have Chubb and don't they have Kareem Hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, just come on.
Come out in double backs, 2 receivers. Throw swings and slants all day.
Nickel and dime them. Who cares? Oh, it's the most boring. I don't care. We're winning.
Yeah. Throw tunnel screens all day to Chubb.
Exactly. Or Odell or Landry's going to break one eventually.
Exactly. The O-line's not terrible.
Once you figure out what you're doing, you get more comfortable, you expand your offense. But damn, that's way too much talent.
To be wasted on it, on what's going on out there in Cleveland.
Facts.
So.
Goddamn Browns. Only thing worse is the Rams. Not in the playoffs.
9-7.
9-7 when we're not in the goddamn playoffs.
But your division's just too strong, man.
Last game at the Coliseum was this past week.
Oh, it was? Yeah.
It was. We're moving to LA. Raiders are moving to Vegas.
It's good for everybody.
It's a lot of changes going on in 2020.
It's good for
NFL said 2020, new year, new us.
Yeah, for real. That stadium's going to be insane. Unfortunately, you guys got to share with the Chargers, though.
Phillip Rivers might be out.
I think he's out.
He's old.
I think he's out.
He has like 26 kids.
Hopefully he's saved up.
Well, he made millions, bro.
Yeah.
He's chilling.
I think he's out. His regression this year was so drastic. From being what, 12-4, 13-3 team last year?
Something like that. He's always been spotty, but he definitely looked worse
this year. Was really bad. This year was really, really bad. And throwing what, 20 interceptions?
Something like that. Less than Jameis Winston, I know that. That man's 30 for 30.
Yeah, that guy goes he goes half and half right there.
Yep. But yeah, they're just moving on. And then what else is going on? Jameis Winston's 30 for 30. Tua. You hear about all the news about Tua? They're already talking about the draft. I was like, can that season end, please?
Well, we got a couple guys that have already announced that they're going to be going into the draft. So.
Just going off Phillip Rivers, I think this is the year for him to go just because there's a lot of talent coming out of quarterback.
Yeah, this is good. This is going to be a good draft for quarterback.
Herbert's on the market. Tua might be putting his name in.
If Tua does, I know people are going to have the concern if his hip's okay. We don't know.
He had, 4 surgeries?
Yeah, we don't know. The break that he had in his sacrum was very weird, so we have no idea how it's going to affect him.
Yeah.
I think, not playing this upcoming year is perfect because he's going to, all the time he can get to heal. So it'll take a while. It's going to be
But does he risk going back and getting hurt another time? I think if you get to it one more time, that's game.
Think so? In that area?
I'd go make this money. Even if I'm a second, third round pick, I'd go make this money.
I think where he got hurt, it's a dangerous place to get hurt. I know people are comparing it to the Bo Jackson injury. Not the exact same thing. Bo's was different.
Yeah, he broke himself.
But the way his leg popped out of the socket and actually cracked the side, it's different from what Bo Jackson. They think he can heal a lot better. But we'll see. But yeah, exactly. Get this money. Don't go back and risk getting hurt at Alabama.
He makes his announcement on the 6th, so who knows?
It's a couple days from now, from when we're recording this, so hopefully we'll definitely update everybody on that, and you'll have a huge discussion on that.
Tua to the Chargers.
They're gonna have the draft. They're gonna have their pick in the draft.
I mean, damn. Yeah, draft's gonna be crazy. Rams won't have any picks because we trade them all the way.
This is true. Just the Patriots don't have a second-round pick now.
Ha.
More than okay with that one. The Raiders have like 20 first-round picks again.
The Raiders are trash. You hear me, Alfred?
Well, I think Derek Carr needs to go on that.
Yeah, Derek Carr. They need to just cut ties. Start new. You're in Vegas now.
Yeah? Gamble. Take a gamble.
Yeah. Out here. Go throw some money at some. Just go get Kaepernick. Do something.
Don't do that. That's not worth that trouble.
Who knows?
I don't think he's gonna be able to. I don't think that guy would be able to handle Vegas.
I don't know who is, but they need to figure it out soon.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams are gonna have to figure out this offseason. There were a lot of high hopes for some teams, and a lot of teams did not show up.
Looking at you, Browns. Looking at you. But yeah, NFL's interesting. Hopefully the playoff picture gets... These wildcard games should be really good.
Yeah.
Good weekend for some football.
It'd be great to see some upsets, too.
Go Bills. Yeah. All right, so like always, find all our stuff down below. It should be Nerdsports_NS. Email is Nerdsports.
Hit us up Gmail. If you guys want to talk. Shoot, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would really help us out. Show some love.
Hit the little notification bell to know when we post.
Oh yeah, that would help us out immensely. We would love you for that.
Facts.
And thank you for joining us here today on Nerd Sports. Bye.